What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. Why your car is keeping you poor? Y'all know on this channel we talking about straight money, building wealth, and not going poor, not being broke no more. So over here, we each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? We not doing the going broke thing. We not making dumb financial decisions. We just not doing that, ladies and gentlemen. So over here, you're gonna pick up some game. Comment down below what y'all think. Hit that like button. We finna react to this video, and I'm gonna get my thoughts on it as well.
Something that I feel very strong about. Just go get the fucking whip. Literally, like, fuck what everybody else is talking about. If you want the Scat Pack, the Hellcat, the Mustang, the Maro, the BMW, whatever it is, go get that shit. Why? Because most people are hiding from their dreams.
Right? They have over 2,000 repossessions here today. Repossessions have been like this forever.
The same people that's giving you advice are the same people that don't take their own advice. If somebody tells you that,
Let me go ahead and pause and play, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about y'all, ladies and gentlemen, but me personally, I don't even like taking advice from people who don't take their own advice. I don't even listen to people who don't take their own advice. So I think that's one of those things where like it really just depends on who you listen to. But I know me personally, I only want to listen to people that take their own advice. You see if that makes sense, because I do it as well. I'm not finna tell you nothing that I haven't done. So yeah, that's already what people messing up right there. If you listening to people who don't take their own advice.
bro, that's impossible. You're not going to be able to do that, bro. That's how they feel about themselves, basically. Look, we already work our ass off. Every day we working our ass off. You deserve to get what you want. Go get the whip, bro.
I was about to, bro, but I don't got 70K. All right, figure it out later. Terrible advice. I agree. Terrible advice. No, don't do that, ladies and gentlemen. Go get a cash car. Straight up. And let's listen to what this gentleman got to say. I ain't trying to get on y'all nerves. I'm just keeping it G.
I did do that, bro. I went and got the whip, and guess what it did? It fucked me in the ass because I couldn't actually afford it. And that's the truth for most people. And I'm willing to bet statistically, I'm not saying he can't afford his car, but how many people are really going to buy the Hellcat in cash? I'd say
None.
what, seven individuals in the greater United States? 7 people. What's the probability of him being one of them? But I do take my own advice. I buy the old car. I keep my money. I'm triple chilling. I am the dude who had the 2 jobs his whole life, but still managed to have more money than my friend who went to college. We live in a society now where even if you're making crazy money, right? What's the probability of you starting to make 20 grand a month, right? Let's say you start making $20,000 a month. I'm talking big money here. Most of you are like, $20,000 on it. That's my point. Even if you're making 20 grand a month, you don't go buy the Hellcat.
Preach. Preach.
Wait until you're literally rich. What's 10%? Let's say you make $250,000 a year. What's 10% of that? $25,000. That's the car you should be driving. Right? And you see the
I agree. Comment down below. We all, I don't know about y'all, but me personally, coming from my community, we always had this saying, as in, if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? But with that logic, it sounds way smarter. If I make 250, I can only afford 10%.
these old people with Porsches and shit and really nice cars, they're literally rich. That's only 5-10% of their portfolio. That's the difference. Is kind
Now it's adding up. I don't know if it just clicked for y'all, but it definitely just clicked with me.
of where I'm getting at. And I think it's funny. I think I advocate for you to keep your bills as low as possible. Like, I'd rather you drive the hoopty, but have 15K cash chilling in the trunk of said hoopty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's more of us out here than you think. And I encourage it. I think it should become more and more normal. You know, we're going to go back to that Italian guy after this. But there's something about, when people go, when people are like, I'm going to go to another country. It's like they have so much more culture and it's not just work, work, work. Yeah, well, you know what? They're not slaves to their Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? They're not slaves to their Hellcat. In these foreign countries, I've only been to Mexico and Costa Rica. Every car on the road was a tiny little car, stick shift, and it was old. 10 years old minimum. Nobody had a new car. A lot of cheap motorcycles driving around. That is the fundamental difference. They're happy because they're living within their bracket. Most of us are not rich. Most of us are not rich. But yet a lot of people look it. That is where people are going sideways. And a lot of people fall victim to this shit, dude. And they do go get the car, and it does keep them fucking stuck. It does. I would hate that, dude, to have to like.
It's in my opinion, it's temporary fun. Like you hear that advice, oh, go get the car. You get motivated. Yeah, you get motivated. You might be motivated for about a week, but once that car payment shit start taking that money out month after month after month, and you really see it's not making no difference on what you owe versus the car. Where them people at then? They told you to get the car. What they gonna tell you? You sell the car. What you in? Damn that negative equity? Like make it make sense. You could have just got a cash car to begin with, and all them extra ass interest ass payments could have been going in an investment portfolio, a high yield savings account. Or like you said, in the back of the hoopty cash, just sitting there chilling.
Live up to that shit. And just, I'm not saying you can't get rich. I'm not saying that, guys. I'm just saying it's this is what's going on right here. I want to, bro, but I got 70K for this. Okay, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know. This comment section's looking real rough. Apparently, a lot of people are doing this. I got my Scat Pack 4 months ago, and I just sold it today. LOL. It's cool, but I realized Honda does the same thing as the Scat was doing. I could have been putting $800 in total expenses for the Scat to something else each month. That is what I'm getting at. There you go. Smart. Really smart. Let's go to this really smart Italian man. Remember, everybody wants to leave America. They know culture. Well, let's listen to one of them for a second.
Living a wealthy life.
Right here. When Italians are broke, we are broke. But in America, you just get into debt. Classic, dude. I like this fucking guy. What's his name? Yashi Project. I'll leave a link to him down below.
Lifestyle on money you don't have. Here's a second question. What is the age of your car? Here's the thing. I have 12 houses. I still drive my 2001 BMW M3. I bought that car for less than the average used car. It was 10.
He's got 12 houses. Casually. He's like, I got 12 houses, dude. I drive a 2001.
And the fact that he said, when Italians are broke, we are broke. So he might be mentally like, he's not broke, of course, financially, but he's mentally like, he's not saying, oh, I'm rich, I'm very wealthy. I think that's a lot of game right there.
That's the best, dude. That's the best. And remember, this is the guy a lot of Americans want to go live. You see what I'm saying? They want to go live like said gentleman. Yeah, that's the funniest part. If you were to hear this out of most people's mouth, they'd go, I own 0 houses and I don't even own my car, but it's really nice. That's the best. That's the best. That's the fucking best. He's right. I think most of it's bullshit. I really do. Like, I don't trust the way somebody, I cannot look at somebody and even have a gauge. I can't believe any of it anymore. There's no, like, looking at somebody pulling up in the new Camaro and being like, that guy does really well for himself. No, it's impossible now. I can't even, that's how far gone shit is.
10 grand. I work on that thing myself because I love cars. If I did not love cars, I would have had a Toyota hybrid from the same years.
Yeah, old BMWs are pricey to fix. Guilty. I've done it. 2007 330.
Anything foreign, you're going to be coming out of pocket.
35i. Look great. But be prepared for $2,000 every time you bring it into the shop, which will be a few times a year. Just throwing that out there. I'm fucking with the Toyota and the Ford. Yeah. Toyotas, Fords, you guys know the deal. It's a true
Give me the Honda. Yeah, that type bracket. I want that bracket.
story. People don't just say it at a coincidence. Just saying.
If your car is less than 5 years old, You're broke because of consumption, not because of society. Please don't tell me, yeah, but all cars are unreliable. My BMW M3 has 250,000 miles. The Volkswagen diesel I have back in Europe has 400,000 miles. It's life choices, not society.
Pay off all your debt, buy your cars in cash like a G.
That's my favorite though, man. I've only driven old cars, and dude, for the amount your car payment is I could go buy a $7,000 car every year. One every year, and still have less than most people's car payments a year. So like this notion of all your money is going to go to repairs is just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I think it
You know what it is? People don't get the game on cars. They getting cars from scam artists. They getting cars from people who just want to fuck people over. You feel me? A lot of people don't know where to go get a good car from. This is what it is. They listen to somebody who don't know shit about cars, and they go listen to them, and they go get the car from their people. And then when the shit break down, they complain to their people, and their people don't know shit about cars. And then you go around searching and paying these high ass quotes and price trying to get your shit fixed, and then they're back to not having a vehicle. And if anything, they're finna go into debt because they got insurance they got to pay off, and if they didn't pay that car off cash, you're fucked. But if you got the car cash, only thing you got to pay off is that damn insurance, whatever contract you signed up with or agreement.
and like 100,000 miles. It's a lot. Every car I've had, 250,000. My last Mercury Grand Marquis, 300,000. Drove that bitch all the way, dude, all the way. Repairs, come on, what, $1,000 once a year? Come on, do the math. All right. We're just trying to have fun here and encourage you guys, okay? If you do have a car payment and you're regretting it, good. Good. Take an L on your credit. Go fucking turn that piece of shit in. Fuck it. What, were you going to buy a house? Are you? This is financial advice. You're already fucked. Get unfucked. eBay. Used women. Secondhand. From your lady to your car. All of it. You want to live like the fucking Europeans, dude? Not the Europeans. You want to live this other country lifestyle, work isn't all that important? This is how they do it. I'm no genius. Just some jamoke on the internet who has seemed to figure it out with no real skills or college education. I barely went to school. I mentally dropped out of school in the 8th grade. I still went. You get my point. I said I learned it enough here. Life, I think people are making life a lot harder on themselves. I really do. And I'm just here to tell you, you are. You're fucking up. I blame your parents. I'm just kidding. Having a paid
Nah, for real though. Blame the parents.
off Corolla is not a flex. I would argue otherwise.
On the internet, it said a paid-off Corolla is not a flex. To who? 2009 Toyota Corolla is the first brand new car I had that I was able to pay off. And I flexed it till it was no longer flexible. Okay? You could ask me what time is it. I don't know, but that Corolla paid off. You understand me? What you want for dinner, Kev? That Corolla paid off, so you can make whatever you want. Let me help you also understand it had some flexibility in your budget. Y'all worried about the wrong flex. This comes from a person who had a paid off Corolla at the same time as I had a leased Maserati. Let me tell you what was a bigger flex. That paid off Corolla. That Maserati, the doggone oil change is $900.
I would say the least Maserati, but here's the funniest part, right? I got dogged recently. I have an old school 1985 Cadillac, and I don't drive it all the time. I got it for $9,000 on a bartender's salary with a secondary stream of income at the time, 5 years ago, way before YouTube money. And now I've got internet money. Not just a little bit of internet money, a lot of internet money. I still drive the 2007, and I got the cool old paid-off car. But here's something people don't understand. This was his secondary vehicle, right? So Monday through Friday, he's driving to work in the Corolla. People looking at him like, he's regular. But on the weekends, they're like, oh, damn, okay, what does he do for a living? But a lot of people want to skip the old Toyota Corolla stage before they get to the dope black on black stage, which I'm guilty of. I've tried this, guys. It fucks you up. It's the way to get rich.
I'm guilty as well too. First whip was a Nissan Maxima 2000. Second whip 2007 Dodge Charger RT. It was a lemon. Couldn't afford to buy that car twice. You don't know shit. You'll have yourself a fucked up situation, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm back walking using Pat and Charlie.
Nowadays is not get this first. But when he said lease, I think leasing a car is better than buying a car if you're going to have payments. Like leasing a new truck is like half of the price than buying the F-150 and having payments on it. A lease is going to be half the price. That's the craziest part. So if you do care that much and you're so vain, you probably think this song is, yeah, if that's you, I would lease, dude. You'll actually save money. And then you'll have a new car every 3 years. But where I was getting at with the old school car, I pull up to the gas station, two gentlemen chilling, and the guy's like, man, that ride's sweet. And I'm like, yep. And then the other friend, the guy next to him goes, yeah, the only problem is those things ain't worth nothing no more. And I just look at him and I go, you know what else? You know what else? I go, in order to own one of these, you have to have a second car. You have to have another car to own this car. I go, that's the crazy part. Then I just went about my business. But it was kind of just more like, even when you do have the nice car and you think people are going to judge you, they're always going to judge you, whether it's paid off, how it looks. Oh, that shit ain't worth nothing. You know, the truth is, though, is how are your pockets? How are you stressing about the bill, right? And I think that's the most important moral of this story is if you do want to, one day have this car, the way to do it is the way we're talking about it. Just don't have a car payment until you're actually rich. Or do it and get featured on this channel and we can have a good laugh about it. Man, that was a really...
Man. Y'all comment down below what y'all think. Comment down below if y'all agree. I agree. So I'm going to subscribe because I hope to see more content as such. And I'm probably going to watch this later on. Real talk. We definitely going to watch that later on. But yeah, appreciate y'all time, ladies and gentlemen. You heard the man. Cash car. Cash car, cash car, cash car. Cash car. Paid off car is always a flex. Comment down below what y'all think. We'll see y'all on the next one.